Hi, Abby here. Just checking. I was just checking the microphone because I've recorded this before and the microphone did not work. So frustrating. I came all prepped to talk to you about five wonderful ways to get your novel started. Not wonderful ways, but how to get your novel started. Five simple ways to get your novel started. But I felt compelled to share something else. And I'm going to be sharing a quote from my new novel, And So I Roar, in which Aduni, my main character, if you've not met Aduni, she's the most wonderful, feisty, lovable character that I've ever met, if I can say so myself. And I want to share this quote and then talk about it. So Aduni writes a tiny book while she's been held captive called The Very Important Small Book of Life's Little Wisdoms by Aduni. And this is a quote. So she collects quotes. She writes quotes based on what she's learned so far. She's 14 years old and she doesn't speak very good English. And she's very proud of this fact because she finds English fascinating. She loves the language, but anyway, she's 14 years old and she says this on change. Rich people say the world is a small place, but that don't mean you can trek all of it. Meaning what? You can't possibly change the world all by yourself. The only thing you can change all by yourself is yourself and the tiny corner of the world you find yourself. Start with that, small by small and corner by corner. Soon your goodness will spread all over your world corner like a blanket. And know too that you are never too small or old or rich or poor or sick to start. Change begins with you as you are. So I wrote that quote, well, Aduni's quote. I wrote that quote because I was thinking about impact and what does impact mean and how sometimes we feel as if that if we don't have a huge platform, if we don't have millions of followers, if we're not big enough, if we don't have a name, that we can't make a difference. But that's not true. I believe that every single one of us was created to create. Let me say that again. Every single one of us was created by God to create something else, something good to serve the world with. Every single person. And what we were created with is so unique to you that not even you and your sister or brother have the same fingerprint. It's down to that. That's how unique you are. The uniqueness of what you have to offer to the world is completely yours. That nobody else can take that from you. And you don't need to have a name or a platform to make that change. When Adune says that you can't possibly change the world all by yourself, what she's trying to say is that we need each other. That that change starts by you looking inwards, looking inside of you and standing in that corner. So when you do exercise, let's do this exercise. If you stand up right now, you are actually only standing on a little tiny piece of the floor, right? A tiny corner of the world of your floor that you're standing on, and that's where change starts. That's where your brilliance starts. That's where you sharing your gift starts. That's where your creation starts. So start from that. You don't need to step out of where you are and start looking anywhere else but within yourself. So Aduni says that start with that, small by small and corner by corner. Soon your goodness will spread all over the world, your world corner, like a blanket. And know this, that you can never be too small or too old or rich or poor or sick to start. I remember, as I'm saying this, I remember a wonderful woman who passed away after she was diagnosed with cervical cancer and she decided to begin to speak up. So she just began to just talk about it. And by the time she passed, she had made such a difference. And that's what I'm saying is that every single one of us has something to offer the world. And I know this is not a an example that may not seem uplifting, but the truth is that in her sharing her story, she impacted people in amazing ways. And so, yeah, so change begins with you as you are. Um, don't feel like you don't have anything to offer the world. You have a gift. Every single one of us has. We have something to share. And yeah, I want 2025, I want you to step into that, your corner of the world, and begin to make that difference. And it might just be you needing to reach out to the next person and sharing some love. But do that. All right. My name is Avidari, and I hope that was meaningful to you in any way. Live a louding life, have a louding voice. Take care. Bye.